and push your head down too far or your airways blocked. So puffing and puffing and jabbering on. I mentioned a moment ago, earlier, mountain bike track and so on that are through here and on both sides of the road here. But I choose to run on the road because it's a bit more even. Those tracks are well maintained for mountain biking, and I do see people running them. They're a bit uneven for me. I stick on the road and not a lot of traffic comes down here, as you can see. There's picnic facilities and started walking and running trails and whatever. And a week or so ago when I was walking around here with Bush, my dog, there was an orienteering carnival. So people do go up there for those reasons, but that's mostly on the weekend. There is a Parks and Wildlife depot at the turn off to the lake, which I'll show you a little while we get to it. So there are workmen who go there. And there are people who go down to the lake, but again it's mostly on weekends. Most of the traffic I'd encounter would be people in Riata Road, which is the road I live in, and my house is going down to work. Now the blessing of having to get up a fairly steep section, you've got a nice downhill section here now. You get some reward for your hard work. Always have a problem with running down a hill. Let gravity do its work and just go down the hill. But I always end up seeming to leaning back a bit and slapping my heels down a bit harder, which generally thought I was the way to slow yourself down rather than speed up your running. I'm a bit concerned about going too fast and losing my balance, ending up head over turkey. It's never happened to me. In fact, in all the time I've been running, which is must be coming up on about 4.5, maybe 5 years now, I've only ever had one spill that I tripped over a stick in the park in Victoria Park in Goulburn when I was about 2 or 3 minutes from my home on the way back from my run. Anyway, got down that bit. And back to the start of this road. I can't be able to see a car parked there. I think it's sort of light going by. I think it's a bloke on a mountain bike, so people come up here and do morning workouts. That's what I'm doing. So now if I were to go left from here, down that way, I would go down to the Trevelyan Dam, go right, back towards the home, and you might just be able to see those buildings through the trees there. That's the Department of Primary Industry, Parks, Wildlife and Environment. I think it's full time is DPIPWay as they call it down here, but basically it's Parks and Wildlife, and that's their works depot. I think a lot of buildings there. I don't really know what's, some machinery's kept there I guess, and they do well, I don't really know what they do, but I assume it's the works depot for the Parks and Wildlife, and it has to do with looking after the lake and looking after the dam. Caravan, there's a, that's not true, LMBC Launceston, not Launceston, I'll be in trouble now, Launceston Mountain Biking Club. So guys going off to do some, or people, shouldn't assume it's just men, should I? People going off to mountain bike, maybe they're going to do trail inspections or something, because they do have competitions here on the weekends sometimes. You take the left turn here and take you down to Trevelyan Lake, Lake Trevelyan. Beautiful spot. There's a little beach and there's a good area for swimming. Also a good area is an area for water sports, jet skis, you know, water skiing and so on. The area for swimming is well marked off with a set of buoys so that the watercraft don't come into that area. So it's quite safe. Even in summertime, it's the water's quite cold, but that's what you want it to be. That's why you go there to swim. I said a while ago it was time to lose the gloves, probably is. Not all that cold. I think they were predicting it's going to get down to 0 overnight. So maybe it's 1 or 2 degrees in the positive. Which I get it, it's not, you know, balmy spring and summer weather. But we are well into May. And winter isn't that far away. I don't know if they have an official bit of folklore like that in Launceston, but Goulburnians will know that as far as we're concerned, winter starts on Anzac Day and continues until Labor Day, the long weekend in October. So any day after that you don't have to put on a multiple of layers to go outside, and the sun shines during the day. Here's a bonus. I was telling my granddaughter, who lives in Sydney, that the other day, I think it might have been Wednesday, was the first day we turned on our heater down here at night. I know that people around us have been burning their wood fires and the heat pumps have been going for a good time. Maybe you were just a bit thicker skinned or whatever, I don't know, but you know, a couple of days ago we turned the oil heater on. Yesterday was the temperature was maximum 17 degrees, but And it's very pleasant sitting out on the deck, the back of my house, is soaking up the sun. That's enough of the weather forecast. Just past the archery range back there, there's a place called Paringa Archery. I guess that's run by Launceston Archery Club. They used to have a sign out saying you could have a come and try on Saturdays. They have competitions, and mostly I think they just have people who go up there and like to shoot at the target. I've never tried, I haven't come up and tried it. I have tried archery other places. When I was working as a school teacher, we took children to camp. Places often offered archery as one of the activities. So I have done it, just not there. I was hoping you might see some wildlife this morning, but not so lucky. All the animals have found their breakfast without needing to come out onto the road, which is good for them, nice and safe for them. And little marsupials called paddymellons, which I mentioned before. They're like a wallaby, only they're smaller, and they are unique to Tasmania. And you often see them this time of the morning, this time of the day, just twilight, there's some sun's coming up, and at dusk, and they're out foraging for food or finding a nice warm place to settle down for the night. If you're really careful, you see some echidnas occasionally. We're just about to be leaving the Trevally State Recreation Area. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It's a recreation area, nature recreation area, Trevally Nature Recreation Area. So we left that up on the right hand side there, in buildings that belong to the Tas Water. Obviously the people who provide the drinking water, the pipes, the drinking water, and maintain the dams and things. There's a big reservoir up there and walking trails around the back of it.